Hi, I'm Matt Asner.
And I'm Navah Paskowitz Asner.
And we're the founders of the Ed Asner Family Center. And this is your opportunity to get out there and walk because we're having a walk.
So get together with your grandmother and your relatives and join a team or found a team and, help us to continue supporting the special needs community.
Thank you very much. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Isabella Hoffman.
I'm Atticus Baldwin, and we're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Yes, we are.
We are walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Hi! Oh, hi! We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center. I'm with it. Let's go! Come on!
Hi, I'm Ed Asner, and I want to thank you for walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Welcome to Center at Home, our
I'm
show.
back. I feel like I've been gone for like a month.
You've been on assignment.
I know, but I feel like I've been gone for like a month.
What was your assignment?
It's private.
It's private?
Yeah. Private spy work. But you get a little too big for your britches when I'm gone, so I have to be here to keep you in check.
Well, you actually look taller than me on the screen, so I'm not sure what to do about that.
I have a longer waist.
What should we do about that?
You just have to deal with it.
Longer waist.
I do.
Okay. Well, welcome everyone to Center at Home. We're here every Friday at 3 o'clock. 6 o'clock Eastern. I'm not going to figure out the other stuff. If you're watching us globally, I don't know what time it is. I know
we have a couple friends in England.
UK friends. And
I think we had one in Dubai even.
Yes.
We have a lot of friends in Israel.
We do. Yeah.
It's very late. It's very late right now.
We have actually a comment here.
Already?
Yeah, we do.
Aloha.
Aloha, Moses Paskowitz.
Oh, I wish I was there. I wish I was with you, Moe.
So we have a great show today. We have, of course, Chelsea Darnell.
Yes.
Our intrepid Hollywood reporter. Intrepid. Who's going to talk about our pop culture.
Mm-hmm. Some questions about...
What was the exact pop culture?
It's a Hollywood Minute.
Hollywood
Minute, but she's asking like current Hollywood kind of pop culture questions from our community.
And we already have some questions.
We have a couple questions, so that's good.
So Chelsea's going to call in, and we're going to talk to her. Mm-hmm. And there we go. It's 23 o'clock in the UK. So 23 o'clock would be 11 o'clock.
Oh, good.
It's 11 o'clock in the UK.
No, that's more Australia.
It is more Australia.
Well, we love our UK friends.
We do. So Chelsea's going to join us today. Then we have a very special guest, Judy Langdon, our music therapist here at the center, and Avivah Paskowitz, our art director, are going to talk about a very important announcement that we have.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, and then we have an announcement that we're going to make right now.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, you ready? Drum roll. We can't really do the Ed Asner and Friends poker tournament,
sadly,
live.
Yes.
This is a great source of frustration to all of us, and
it's the funnest event of the year, I thought.
Yeah. So we thought, how are we going to do this and kind of continue the tradition of fun and celebrity and all that stuff? So we ended up deciding to do it online, and so it is going to be August 29th. And you can register on our website, or you can go to pokerwithed.com to register. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're still kind of designing the fun, so it's going to be, there's so much fun already happening.
Yeah.
And we're going to actually be designing the fun, all the way up to, so it's going to be massive fun.
Well, the lineup is a little ridiculous
crazy.
Because I think in the past, even if they're local, to schlep.
Well, we've always had great celebrities.
We have, but this lineup is out of the park.
No, it's amazing.
It's crazy.
We have
because everyone can just do it in their pajamas.
We have a DC hero and a Marvel hero.
Or are you going to hold out on who the?
No, we have Ben Affleck coming. We have
You're being quiet.
we have we have Don Cheadle. We have
Jack Black,
Brad Garrett,
Tom Hanks,
Mia Farrow, Lucy Lawless, Rosie O'Donnell, Thomas Gibson,
Gregory Harrison.
I'm not even beginning to kind of get through all this.
Maureen McCormick,
Danny Bonaducci. I'm just a load of celebrities. Now here's an exciting thing. So each celebrity is going to sign a jersey. That's a pretty jersey. That's like an Ed Asner and Friends Poker Tournament jersey with the year 20 on it. And they're going to sign it. And we're going to auction those off. It's going to be a lot of fun. And another fun thing, if you knock a celebrity out at the Ed Asner and Friends Poker Tournament, you actually are going to get a shirt that says you knocked that celebrity out, and they're going to sign it.
That would be cool.
That's a fun thing.
That would be cool.
We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be different. It's going to be great.
And also, I think it's a great opportunity for corporate people who want to get, they're in these times, it's so hard to get advertising and things like that. So in order to, be a part of this and to help us fundraise and keep our online content going for free, maybe you have a corporate company that you want to have on your jersey, because that's one of the opportunities.
We are accepting sponsorships.
Yes.
And we have some great sponsors already. We have ABC, we have Sony, we have Plush Beds, we have Mata Construction, we have Newmark Knight and Frank, we have,
That's a tongue twister.
It is. We have so many wonderful sponsors already, and we're so Netflix. We have Netflix.
I was just going to say that, but I was afraid.
We're always accepting sponsors. We love sponsors, and sponsors make the world go round. And we need sponsors.
This is in these times, fundraising is extremely hard. We have to continue giving our online content. We have to continue supporting the community. And this is your way of being able to help us, is to give back. It's going to be an amazing night. Even if it's just buying a ticket, it's going to be an amazing night.
And there are other ways you can give. And there are going to be amazing things going on during the poker tournament. We're going to simulcast it on social media. So you'll be able to watch it. Even if you don't play,
a fun virtual red carpet.
That's part
of the fun of the space. So you're like rubbing shoulders with famous people. So the virtual carpet that
everyone's invited.
And where can people get information about how to sign up?
You can get it on our website.com.
I love that. It's such a great
Poker with Ed.
Easy to remember.
Poker with Ed.
Yeah, who came up with that?
Me.
Oh my God! I did.
No, I did. It was
wow.
Me.
Wow. You forget. How soon we forget.
I have the brilliant mind here.
Oh my God. I'm going to blame it on the haircut. Jeez.
Did you notice I got my haircut?
Did I notice?
You did, didn't you? Right.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay.
Wow.
You might want to text Chelsea. Make sure she's calling in.
Huh?
You might want to text Chelsea and make sure she's calling in.
Well, let's go to our first.
Well, they're not here yet either. It's just us. It's you and me,
just
kid.
You and I.
So what else do we have to talk about?
And me not getting the credit again. Well, let's talk about the greatest day of our whole lives when Eddie was born.
It was when
Eddie
I
had the
married you.
most right. Eddie had the greatest birthday ever.
Oh yeah, the quinceañera.
No, it was just a reasonable birthday party for a little boy.
It was not a reasonable birthday party.
It was a reasonable birthday party.
It was a
and in these times you work a little harder to make it a little more.
It was collective insanity for 24 hours. Actually, I should say more than that.
It was a 2-day party.
It was a 2-day
But I mean,
birthday
we were
festival
making up
for
for so much because he wanted all his cousins to be there.
Sure.
He was sad that Charlotte wasn't there.
That's right.
And so we wanted to make it a big thing within our little family, hibernation pocket. So Avivah had a dance party one day. Right. We had I did not go all out. And the best part
She
of
did
it,
go
wait,
all
I
out.
didn't. And the
Oh my
best
God.
part of it,
That's not going all out.
the
I don't
best
know
part
how
of
to-
it was at the end of the day, Eddie says to me, you know what, Mommy, the Corona didn't ruin my birthday. And that was the best part. Seriously.
No, he had a good birthday.
He did.
I would have had a great birthday if I had like that attention on my birthday. It would,
No, he got
anyone who gets that kind of attention on their birthday is going to have a good birthday. And that's the truth. One of the great things about his birthday was a cake that was made by a wonderful person named Megan Beitel.
Yes. I wish you had a picture of that. I have to tell this story because
wait,
this is the
it's online,
sweetest
right?
lady.
Oh,
in
hold
the
on.
world.
Go ahead. Tell the story. I'm going to get the picture.
Every year, Karen one of the things every year, Megan has been a huge supporter of our center and our events, and every year Eddie has looked forward to the fact that Megan has made his cakes, and she doesn't just make him a cake. She literally will make him his dream cake. So every year he has thought of whatever it is that he's into at the time. He was watching Elmo's World. I'm sure a lot of our special needs families understand what I'm talking about when kids are really into Sesame Street or PBS Kids or whatever. So Eddie would watch this one episode of Elmo's World over and over and again, and it was called Elmo's Birthday. And he had this crazy birthday cake.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Oh, sorry.
Siri's
Sweetie.
talking to you.
And but it was like a cake that a little kid would make. It was kind of askew, and it looked like a cartoon cake. And Megan made this cake. Remember the Elmo's World cake? Exactly like the picture. So this year was a bendy cake.
And I've got the cake. It's going to come up right now. And there it is.
And so it's a crazy looking cake, bendy in the ink machine.
Bendy in the ink machine, yeah.
But the cake itself, the kid said, was like the most delicious cake in the entire world. It was like crazy.
I mean, this kid had a great birthday. He had a great birthday. Look at that cake. That is a pretty cake. It was good cake. Chocolate. Very good.
It was decadent,
delicious.
Wasn't it?
Wonderful. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Do we have Chelsea?
She is coming on, but I think we should go to the girls because
Well, we're not here yet. So more banter.
No, Chelsea says she's in.
She's not in.
Sorry. She says I'm backstage.
No, she's not.
That's
backstage.
creepy.
Tell her to log out and come back in.
All righty. Technical difficulties once again.
This is one of those wonderful things that happens during live broadcasts. We have technical difficulties, but we're okay. We've got each other. We can get through this. Right? Right, Navah?
Yes.
So
we've gone through much worse.
So one of the things that Navah and I do at night is
what the
No.
Family.
And we actually, I think we've
been married a long time. We watched scary.
We were too tired last night to watch our scary movie, I think.
Oh, I know. Well, that's a sign of a kind of and it was such a great premise, that movie.
Yeah.
It was, I love movies that are based on like old wives' tales or like folk horror stories. And this was about a South African.
She should use the link that I just sent her,
Okay.
not the old link.
The story was about a South African soul collector.
Right.
And it was terrifying. And the beginning was so
Called
scary.
Soul Catcher, right?
The Soul Collector.
Soul Collector. It was scary, very scary movie. So we watched that last night. And
I think we should have Judy come in first, and then we'll have Chelsea.
But she's not in yet.
No, because
but
she's
she'll
waiting
come in.
for you
She'll
to.
come in. She's coming in at very soon. So do we want to talk a little bit about what they're going to talk about?
Yes, I think we should.
I think that's a good idea.
We have all been torn between should we or shouldn't we have in-person programming, and we have kind of
wavered.
No, we've not. We haven't wavered, but we have gone to a point where I think we can still have, I don't think, I know, where we can still safely have in-person programming. It's not going to be the same thing. It's certainly not going to be our regular camp programming, but we are going to do a summer program. Our summer program is going to be run only by our specialists. We're not going to have a bunch of counselors. It's going to be a very small group of kids. We're going to cap it at 8 kids. And it's going to be run by our amazing music director, music therapist, Judy Langdon, and our art director, Avivah Paskowitz, 3 days a week. And it's going to be music, art, and I'm going to let Judy explain the third
And why don't we bring them in?
pillar. So Judy and Avivah, come on down.
Hi.
Yee-hoo!
Hello.
Hi. My name is everybody. Hi everyone.
Hi, girls.
Judy Langdon, and I'm the
Or as
To those
Avivah
of-
says, hey, girl.
Hey, girl. So to those of you who don't know these two amazing people, they that comprise our music and our art departments, and they're incredible. If you've ever taken a class with them, you know that they speak those languages, and they're amazing. They're just amazing. So first of all, thank you for doing everything you do for the center and all the amazing stuff. By the way, Avivah does all of the murals at the center.
Yes.
And we'll be unveiling one very soon of those. And if you haven't caught Avivah's arts and crafts and character drawing classes on Wednesdays and Saturdays, boy, you better do that now, because there's an archive of them on our YouTube page. They're worth every
gold.
They're gold.
Liquid
They're
gold.
And then Judy does her music class, and she does it every Tuesday at 3:00, and we have it on
Monday.
I'm sorry, every Monday at I got it wrong. Every Monday at 3:00. But we have those archived on YouTube as well, and they're amazing. They're just amazing. We call her Ms. Rogers.
Like Mr. Ms.
Like, no, Ms. But
I
Ms.
know.
is the
I get
appropriate
it.
thing to say.
I get it.
Because she's not married.
I get married.
So it's Ms. Rogers or Miss Rogers. So whichever one. So, but anyway, so why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what will go on this summer, so we can
Summer fun
Yeah.
at the Ed Asner Family
All right.
Center. That's what we're titling this.
What do you think?
Yes, thank you so much for letting us both be on and talk to you. I mean, we're kind of like the dream team, art and music, and we both have siblings within this, with autism, and so we feel very moved by working with this group of people, and I feel so lucky to be a part of the Ed Asner Family Center, because I feel like they're allowing us both to grow and to develop programs, and that's a part of what we're doing now. We started art and music class this last semester, and unfortunately had to stop because of COVID, and so we kind of want to bring it back, but make it bigger and make it better. And so this mini summer program is really our way of wanting to reach out to families and to support you and to find ways that we can bring music and really answer the why. Why is music important? Why is art important? And why is it important right now? A big one of that is that I feel like the world is changing and it's stressful, and that's sometimes hard to express. And that's where we come in. With art, it's a way to express yourself. If you like painting or drawing, or if you like writing music or expressing through vocalizations with music, or singing your favorite song to remind yourself of that feeling when you sing it. It's all ways of letting the expression help you through the stress, through the change. And through this program, what we're developing is really about learning with music and art. And of course, even more, we're looking at extending with the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, having Friday an experience of making it like more about everyone to showcase what they're doing, bringing people in even virtually, of letting them know like different ways we could express even outside of art and music, and also doing kind of like a check-in, what Navah and Matt are already doing with check-ins, and using this as a time to learn about coping skills. Right. Yeah. And we want to do it safely, right? So the foundations, or what I'm really working on, the foundations of this program is number one, physical safety. It's most important.
Yes, definitely.
That everyone is using their own tools, that everyone is
Sanitizing down the
Sanitizing.
tables after every class.
Yeah.
and so they feel comfortable because that's the world we live in. And
Yes.
so that's number one priority. And then number two is what the Ed Asner Family Center already does all the time, and why they created this program is belonging and love. So making sure this is a program for everyone, and that everyone can learn. So no matter if you're an auditory learner, if you are a physical learner, that's why music and art is so good. It's auditory and physical. You can paint with music, you can relax with music, you can express yourself through art. So using those ways so that everyone feels like there is no wrong answer, it's just a new way to learn and grow. And then number three is self-growth. We want to make sure that this program, the 4 weeks, it's such a short amount of time that we want to pack it with opportunities for everyone to grow and learn about themselves, learn about new ways to express themselves. And then
I love what you said to me yesterday, express, don't stress.
Yes.
Do you remember that? That's our tagline for our program.
Well, it'll be our theme for the.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
But I think the important thing about you guys as a duo is that you both take so much pride in teaching people about music and art, and you create this world where it's so much fun, and it is so much fun. It's such a blast.
Absolutely. I mean, Judy wasn't kidding when she said this is the dream team. Both, the thing that I love, and this is close to my heart, is both Avivah and Judy are siblings of autistic brothers. Avivah has a few extra, but it makes these girls who are already incredible artists and performers and singers and just entertainers, but it gives them this incredible insight and empathy and just a uniqueness as a specialist, because so many specialists that work in the community, they don't have that kind of childhood experience, and they don't have the ability to really understand what it's like to grow up with autistic siblings. And I think it's so important, and it really makes our program unique. And I'm just so stoked that we have that opportunity. And I'm just going to reiterate again what Judy said, which was, as a parent, as a paranoid Jewish mom, and I tell everyone all the time, these kids are my kids. So safety, health, paramount to us. And so we are going to really, really do everything in our power to make sure that there are no wiggle rooms here. So we're going to cap our attendance at 8 students. This is going to make it difficult because it's a very small group. We wish it was different this year. It is what it is. I wish we could accommodate more people. But the most important thing is that we have all the safety guidelines in place. So we have to keep it a really small group. It's going to be basically, a 2-to-1 ratio still, but we want to keep this. We want to keep this ability to be able to have, because we have this giant outdoor space. We have this giant indoor space where we are literally tagging the floors, where kids are going to be 6 feet apart in their throughout their day. So I just want to reiterate to everyone that Judy and Avivah and I are really working hard to make sure that your children will be safe, your teens and adults. And it's really going to be a wonderful summer. And I'm so glad that we have this opportunity to offer parents who are really struggling and don't have, a place to to bring their children. And the children are really struggling with this disconnect of social interaction.
Yeah, it's very hard to even bring that across, and that's kind of our what we really want to do together is figure out ways that we can learn it in a safe place, a safe environment, and use music and art and kind of like to get around. So it's very like how everything is being seen right now, but I think that with music and art, it's like brings in the color that yes, it's not going to be the exact same that we're used to, but it doesn't make that bad and doesn't make it negative, and we can find a difference. So like, you know, themes of the week would be like metamorphosis, you know, that things change, but it's beautiful. I mean, we're all going to come out of this like butterflies. We're all going to come out of it with a new skin, and we're going to figure out ways to do it where it's safe and in a fun way. We want to make sure that it's comfortable and
that's the most important thing. So Judy, it's going to be Judy and Avivah Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting July 13th through August 7th. For more information on this summer program, I want you all to reach out to Navah at edasnerfamilycenter.org. And you can ask me any question you want. I would absolutely ask that people do not wait around. If you're interested in this program, it's going to fill up very quickly. We can only safely, we want to cap it at 8 participants. So July 13th through August 7th, and 10 to 1 p.m. It's going to be a summer program. However, and I was going to say this, Judy, here's the dark element. We have to say it. God forbid, Gavin, the big Gavin in the sky, he puts a kibosh on this.
It could be Gavin or it could be Garcetti.
Okay.
So
we, in that sad eventuality, not eventuality, but God forbid that happens, we do.
Well, I think let's spell that out. So there could be a possibility that there are more restrictions, such as what's going on in Texas right now, because Los Angeles is having a tough time. That said, you know, we have a good safety plan in place, and I think we're in good shape. And if they allow us to do it, we will go forward with our program. And just know that if there is some sort of closure that we need to abide by,
that we have
a plan in place.
We have a virtual plan in place, and we are going to make your kids happy no matter how, whatever form that takes. It's going to happen. Avivah and Judy are going to promise that, and I'm going to be there to support them. And more information on summer fun at the Ed Asner Family Center, Navah at edasnerfamilycenter.org. And
that's good.
All righty.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys so much. My amazing team of special, beautiful, artistic girls I'm so excited for this. And thank you guys. And we'll talk to you soon.
Well, before we go, Avivah, what do we have on tap for tomorrow for arts and crafts?
Tomorrow for Saturday, I think we have 2 classes lined up, but actually our project tomorrow should be our sculpting class.
No, paper airplanes.
Oh, paper airplanes.
Paper planes.
We were testing you. You can get mad at us later over that.
I didn't know which one was being aired first, but paper airplanes is tomorrow. 3 different types.
Okay.
And then what character do we have on Wednesday?
Well, I was going to mention that I would really appreciate any of you guys watching. If you have any ideas for our character drawing class, I'd love to hear them. I love hearing your ideas, and also make sure if you've drawn any of our past characters to send them in, because we're going to be broadcasting them in the beginning of our shows from now on. So I'd love to hear your ideas.
And then Judy, you have class on Monday at 3:00 on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. And let's hear about that.
Oh, so every week I'm kind of thinking of different ways that we can express like loving ourselves or understanding what's going on. I know a few weeks ago I did one about, us being different in our cultures, especially with everything going around. So I try to keep that always in my brain. I feel so lucky that some people want to compare me to Mr. Rogers, but it's the same.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
But
If you haven't seen her, watch her. Then you can make the comparison
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
So for sure.
But I definitely use him as a reference because I always want to make sure that every video I try to climb a mountain that might be tough to understand, but through music it's simplified, because I know that sometimes it's hard to express what we say and how we feel, but through music speaks for us, and there's so much good music out there. So I try to keep some new songs to some older songs, so that people can join together and listen together and always warm up their voices, no matter if they have a soft voice or a loud voice or a quick voice or a slow voice, that you just sing the way that you feel comfortable and just join in on the fun.
Awesome.
Well, I thank you both
guys
for
so
taking some
much.
time on Friday and letting us know what's going on. We're really excited for the summer
Very
program.
excited.
And we'll talk soon.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend.
Cool.
Exciting.
So big,
So
big,
this-
big
this-
news.
this,
Lots of big news today.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This program is going to fill up fast, and so reach out for more information. Navah at asnerfamilycenter.org, and I can answer any questions you might have. And I know you're going to have a lot of questions.
And any question.
I would have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So,
And we have answers.
alrighty. So Chelsea,
We have another guest.
Yes, and she usually is our first, but Matt was messing things up. So
I
it wasn't
guess
your fault, Chelsea.
I don't know. I was messing.
It was Maddie's fault, Chelsea.
All good.
Well, you're here for our Hollywood scoop, our pop
Yes.
culture minute.
We're
We can have a few minutes here.
This is new, and I think this is kind of cool. Is the pop culture
It is.
inquiries, and we already actually have some questions, Chelsea. So I'm very excited.
Wonderful.
Okay. So our first question is, I think it says not from Jenna, but it says, what do you all think about Splash Mountain being redone? Do you know that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good question. So to give everybody context, if for those who don't know, Splash Mountain the theme of Splash Mountain it's very interesting, because it's based on this movie called Song of the South.
Right.
And it's one of the movies that Disney wants to forget they ever made because it has a lot of racist connotations. And with everything being, with the Black Lives Matter movement being very, very relevant right now,
Right.
Disney basically said, you know what? We're going to change the theme of our ride to Princess and the Frog, which I think is a very smart move, because it's right by New Orleans Square, which is where the movie takes place.
Yeah.
It also Tiana is one of my favorite princesses. She's very underrated. I think
I've
she's
never seen that film.
cool. Yeah, that whole movie in general is a very underrated Disney movie. Doesn't get enough credit. But I think it's a smart move. I saw the prototype for what the ride's going to look like, and it looks gorgeous. Because the truth is, nobody really cares about the theme of the ride, to be honest. So, I'm like, it's all about the drop. If you have the drop, who cares what the theme is?
I'll be honest. Yeah, I agree with you. I'll be honest.
I hate that
with
ride.
Splash Mountain, it always to me seemed kind of haphazard in terms of the planning of putting the Brer Rabbit in there and the Song of the South kind of theme through that seemed to be placed in there kind of haphazardly. It was never really.
I always questioned, and it's interesting. There's a lot of haphazard stuff in there because some of the animatronics in that ride are from another ride.
That's
Disney
right.
had called
So
American Things.
That's right. And they said, oh, you know what? Let's move this stuff over to Splash Mountain and create some stuff in Splash Mountain.
Do you remember America Sings?
I do.
That was the one where somebody got caught in the.
Yeah, a worker died.
Yeah.
It was just a couple of weeks after the ride opened.
Yeah, I remember.
Did it really happen though? Because I've heard that was
I
like a
worked
fake
at
story.
Disneyland.
That's a real story. Yeah,
when
there's
you work
some
there,
crazy
you hear
stories
all the.
Okay.
But anyway, every time, not every time, I've only been on that ride twice. And I think one of the times was with you and Carolyn. But every time I've been on Splash Mountain, I end up barfing. The second I get off,
I'm
I
glad
throw
I've
up.
never been on the ride with her.
Well, I don't barf and then go back. Although Wolfie tells a story that he was riding with your mom and he almost threw up on her in Space Mountain. Because Wolfie has my stomach. He can't handle motion.
Yeah, I've got like a stomach of steel for that ride for sure.
Okay,
so the Princess and the Frog.
You have to see that.
Will now take the place of Song of the South at Splash Mountain. So,
that is correct.
So I mean, I applaud that change. I think it's a great change. I think it's kind of.
I agree.
They'll probably make it make more sense. I applaud it. It comes in line with the tradition of kind of changing things. Looking there we
go.
There's a possibility that they took out in the tram. Did you know that, Chelsea?
What's that? You guys were paused there for a minute.
Movies like that they think are controversial, like
Dumbo, like the.
Oh my gosh! That's the thing about Disney. I can name at least like 3 movies off the top of my head that have some kind of racist character in them.
Oh, there we
Peter
go.
Pan, with their portrayal of Native Americans. Dumbo with the crows. They actually one of the crows named. This is how messed up Dumbo was. One of the crows was named Jim. Jim Crow laws were very accurate at the time. I know, super messed up. And then the Lady and the Tramp with the Siamese cats. I literally just had a conversation with my friend about this yesterday. There's some messed up stuff in Disney movies. So there's a long history.
We have 2 more questions.
We agree with you. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Can
Disney
I give Chelsea another question?
Yes, we have another question.
Chelsea, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. What do you think of the role of Missy on Big Mouth being recasted?
All right.
You know the show.
All right, here's some context for this one. So there's a Netflix show called Big Mouth, and this is also related to the Black Lives Matter movement. The character of Missy, she's biracial. She's but she presents as like people watch, like it's very clear that she's like black, but she's also like but she's biracial, but she's played by a white actor named Jenny Slate. And Jenny Slate has decided not to play her anymore, thinking, and they've basically decided, like we should give the role to a black actress, or at least a biracial actress, because Jenny Slate is completely white. So she decided very responsibly to step down from the role. So that's
and they should give it to Cree. They should give it to my friend Cree Summer.
So, and Big Mouth is the animated show that is Nick Kroll's show, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's very raunchy.
Is it made by the same people who make Big Burger?
No, it's Nick Kroll.
Nick Kroll and John Mulaney. It's those.
Yeah.
No, but it looks like the same animation.
It's close, similar.
It's a very similar type show for sure.
I love Bob's Burger. I think that's like the funniest show. I don't know. Wolfie and
we have a funny story about Bob's Burger. You remember that?
No.
We had a someone do a portrait of our family once, and you remember that? They did a portrait of my family actually, and it was my dad and my mom and my sisters and I on a beach in
Malibu.
In Malibu, and so I guess he got pissed off with us, and he actually took the painting of us, and he created characters of Bob's Burger. So he made my dad like the main guy.
Bob.
It was just very strange.
Oh my God.
I wish I had that.
I know. I
don't
was
know.
going to say, we got to get that painting.
It was Justin.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love Justin.
So, well, cool. So that's
it.
an interesting thing. I mean, we're going to probably be seeing a lot of this in Hollywood. A lot of this.
The thing is that the Black Lives Matter movement is really changing pop culture and its landscape 100%. In a lot of ways. So all of these little stories, they definitely amount to a much bigger issue, obviously. Right. So that's really fascinating to see.
And it only took 400 years, right, Chelsea?
What's that? Yeah, only took like 400 years of hysterics.
No, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that we're but you know what? Better now than never. I mean, if not now, when, as our people say, right?
And anyone who hasn't seen it yet should go back and look at the story time that we had on the YouTube channel last Sunday. It was called The Yellow Star, and it's all about the Jews in Denmark and the King Christian and his decision to wear a yellow star. And my dad rightfully makes a correlation to what's going on now.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very poignant story, and everyone should look at it. Everyone should look at it. So
I was just going to say, I love this segment, and I think we should do this more often.
It is. I love this.
Although, tell Chelsea about the movie we saw last night, because it had the greatest premise. Do you know movies that are based on like folk stories are the best? It's like really scary stories that maybe Pop told him, where it's like you hear this from your great grandfather that's somewhere in the Slavic countries, the Dybbuk,
Yeah.
So these stories to me are the scariest.
And this is a story about a soul catcher in South Africa. So it's South African folklore, and it's about a soul catcher, and it was great.
The premise was so great.
Really interesting film.
But 3/4 of it were in the native South African language, and we couldn't figure out how to.
And we finally turned on.
Yeah, so we have to rewatch.
We finally turned on the subtitles late in the film, so we got to go back and see it. But one thing that I wanted to mention was we've been kind of watching this show called The Exorcist, which was on Fox for a while, and one of the characters in the show, and it's
I forgot about that.
Completely, I never heard this at all. Is autistic, and I just thought it was fascinating that it was such a secret that this character was autistic. So
in what way a secret?
Well, I mean, I'd never heard about it.
Yeah,
I usually hear about that.
Well, I think this show really, it's kind of the Princess and the Frog of scary TV shows, because this show came and went. Yeah, I mean, it got so little fanfare.
I hadn't heard of that show until I think this year.
Nobody's seen it.
It wasn't very good.
I loved it. I'm loving it, and one of my favorite actors is in it. But that's an important thing to point out, is that it has and the autistic teen in the show is a great role. I mean, he's a great guy. I don't know if he actually is autistic, but he is an amazing actor.
Yeah, very well done.
It's very, very well done.
That part of it is very well done.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's.
We saw another show. We saw another movie with an autistic character, the young boy, and I can't remember what it was.
It was a Kevin Bacon movie, another scary movie. Oh God, I'll never remember the name of it.
You should leave.
No,
you should leave now.
It was the other one where the kid stole he stole Aztec Native American ruins.
We watch a lot of movies.
We watch a lot of scary movies.
We're watching a lot of movies. Yes, that's right.
Boring. We're so boring.
That's right. It was
Kevin Bacon.
That's right.
Kid.
That's right.
Anyway.
So Chelsea, we thank you for joining us.
Thank you
for giving us.
Reminder: tomorrow is another movie chat. Yeah. We're going to be discussing Clueless, so that's going to be fun.
Cool.
Oh, I like that one.
Our cousin I have to point this out because she's watching right now, Chels, is our cousin Nina was the hair person, the head, the department head for hair for that movie.
That's so cool. I love that.
Nina still has coolest like stuff from the set.
Neat.
And she did the beautiful, I mean, she did all of them, but what is the lead, the blonde girl?
Alicia Silverstone?
Yeah, she was in The Lodge. Remember that scene in The Lodge?
God, yeah.
Don't watch The Lodge; it'll give you nightmares.
And Paul Rudd.
Hi, Sabu.
Paul Rudd's in it too, right?
Paul Rudd,
yeah. Paul Rudd's like the main love.
Yeah, it's like her stepbrother. It's creepy that they get together, but they're not related.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But how can people join that?
So you can email if you want to RSVP. Email Shelby at asnerfamilycenter.org. There will be there's a permanent password and meeting ID now. So use that to log in.
Alrighty. And that's tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Yep, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Every Saturday. And it's really fun. And, you know, it's a great group of teens and adults. And it's just a fun social time.
It's actually really wonderful to see how that's progressed and how it's grown and how you guys are just, you know, I kind of, you know, check it every now and then and how you guys are.
We have like a little family now, and we would love for more members of the family.
Definitely.
So once again, if you want to email Shelby, part of the fun. So
and just watch Clueless tonight, and then
or tomorrow in the morning.
Oh yeah, you can watch it. It's such a cute movie.
Great film. Great film. Well, Chelsea, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Chels.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. That was fun.
I'm an
Thank
expert
God.
at pop culture.
What?
I'm an expert at pop culture.
If you do say so yourself.
I am. I am really good at pop culture.
Mm-hmm. You should be on that show. There's a show.
You got to admit, though, I am good at trivia.
Yeah.
Right?
You're good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you're great.
I'm really good. I watch Jeopardy and I get all the answers.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
I would have buzzer-itis, though, on the show. I don't think I could do it.
I would win you in the
because you saw me on Family Feud, right?
Yeah. Well, you guys didn't win because you didn't have me on.
I froze. I was like
you were like
no, I got the buzzer. I did the buzzer.
Was it the lights?
No, it wasn't.
Like, oh my God, everyone's
It wasn't
watching
the lights. It was I got the buzzer.
Your mind just went blank.
And then I had the answer. I was like, oh God, that's the start.
But
I got the buzzer. And the question was, what would you consider inappropriate to do in church on a date? And it was like I immediately
pick your nose. I won.
That wasn't up there.
You have to.
That would have been an X.
Really?
Yes. So I went
church.
I went like that. Yes, X on a date.
You said what is inappropriate
on a date.
You said what is inappropriate to do at church? What is
on a date
to do at church?
On a date.
What do you mean at church on a date?
I don't know. I think that was the question. So
no,
I thought,
you'll have
okay,
to look at that.
I thought, okay,
that makes no sense.
Who
takes their dates
I don't know
to
what
a
it was.
church?
I don't know what it was.
This is the story of my life.
But it was. I had a great answer,
and
it was right up there. The answer was like high up. It was like one or two.
That's what you call coulda, shoulda, woulda. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
So I buzzed, and then I looked at Steve Harvey.
Too late.
I looked at Steve Harvey, and I thought for a sec. I looked at Steve Harvey, and I was like, and I thought, oh my God, I'm on Family Feud, and I thought, I don't know what the answer is. And I thought if I say that, people are going to think ill of me because it was inappropriate. It was a bit inappropriate.
But your dad said something super inappropriate.
He said the king of inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
At the very end, but it actually
it was
good. It was good for them.
There's a reel of like Family Feud inappropriate, and the majority of them are on the Steve Harvey version, and they allow a lot on that. That's like a NC-17 show.
That was actually a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. We actually almost won by default. So we almost like
Who
stole
was
a bunch of stuff.
the opposing famous
It was
family?
Vicki Lawrence and her family.
Oh, okay.
And it was a lot of fun. You can probably find that on YouTube if you want to look for it. It was fun.
And then we can see if Matt's strange question was in there about taking
It was
your date to church.
It was good. It was a good. I don't know if that was my answer,
but it's so I probably
and I
would have
don't know
won.
if that was the actual question, but it was something like that. And
That
I
makes
think
no sense.
I think I gave a brilliant response. And
but in your head.
but it was in my head. It was not. I did not actually do it. Okay. So tomorrow we have.
Saturday. Oh, tomorrow. Wait a minute. Let's get serious.
I am going to get serious.
Tomorrow is.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay.
Go
Should
ahead.
I let you do it?
No, you go.
No, tomorrow is our beautiful, wonderful angel in heaven, Joanne Lara's memorial. And we wish we were all together and hugging each other and comforting each other. And we really need that. But in these times, we can't do that. So we're having a beautiful virtual memorial. You're going to see something amazing that the center art director has created in memory of Joanne. And you're the host, are you not?
I am. I'm going to be the MC, and it's going to be. She would be very proud of what's going to happen.
Yes,
it's going to be beautiful. I think have they posted about it on Facebook?
They have,
so you can look on her page or on Autism Works.
You have to register though if you want to be a part of the memorial. You have to register, so you can find that information out on Autism Live. So
Join us because let's all say goodbye properly to this amazing woman, and I'm honored to be able to to be a small part of it. So I'm excited to facilitate things a little bit. That's tomorrow at 10:30 Pacific time. I guess we'll see you next week for another episode of Center at Home. On Tuesday, I believe you're going to have an interesting guest. You have your guest is the developer of a sleep app.
Oh,
we
both
iPhone.
need that
for the iPhone. It's actually
awesome.
So
I am
that's
excited.
an interesting show for Tuesday.
All righty.
And then
So
you got
Tuesday,
Saturday.
And then movie chat with Shelby at 7:00.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a busy weekend.
And that is it.
All righty.
So we are going to say goodbye.
Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Keep your seatbelts fastened.
We know we ask a lot from our patron and support network, and we are always so grateful for your generosity. In these challenging times, it's even harder to raise the funding we need to serve our community and achieve our goals. So we're always looking for new ways to maintain our revenue without adding additional burdens to our supporters. Today, we're excited to share a great opportunity that can really help our community and requires no additional out-of-pocket from you. We've partnered with the Liberty Company Insurance Brokers and their Liberty Cares program. Liberty Cares is simple. You already make monthly payments for your insurance needs, whether it's auto, home, or for your business. For every line of insurance you move to Liberty, they will donate 25% of the commissions they receive on your policies back to our cause. And under this special partnership arrangement, that donation will come to us again and again every year you keep your policy with Liberty. Often, you'll be able to move your insurance into this program simply by signing one form. It's that easy. The Liberty Company is one of the nation's largest insurance brokers, and they've won a number of recognitions for their excellent operations and workplace culture, so you can rest assured that you will be well taken care of. If you would like to learn more about how this new partnership with Liberty can help turn your insurance dollars into much-needed funds for our community, please visit libertycompany.com/libertycares or shoot them an email at libertycares@libertycompany.com. And please be sure to let them know that you're part of our community so that they will credit the benefit of your policies back to our organization. Your ongoing support is much appreciated, so thank you in advance.